Hello, welcome to NOLA Stamping. I'm Barb Baldwin, and today we're going to be playing around with the Turtley Cute Papers. This has been the paper of the month that we've been looking at, and it is adorable. So if you are not as big of a fan of turtles, the opposite sides all have these completely cute patterns that I really love. So this card actually doesn't even really have any turtles in it, so it's kind of funny that I'm using the Turtley Cute paper. So let's go ahead and cut the cardstock base. So I'm using two-tone Granny Apple Green, and I need a piece that is 5.5 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall, and a piece that's 3.5 inches wide by 6 inches tall. And for the 5.5 by 8 inch one, we're going to score that at 3 inches, 6 inches, and 7 inches. And then the smaller piece, we're going to score that at 4.25. And then that'll help make the little step part on this like a faux step card. So it's just a super easy way of making a step card, and I think it works out really well. So for the Turtley Cute paper, we're going to need 3 pieces. So for that front step sort of area, I just cut a piece that was 5.25 inch wide by 3/4 inch tall, and then a piece for that background part that's 5.25 inches wide, but that's 2.75 inch tall, and then one piece for the step part that's 3.25 inches wide by 4 inches tall. And then on the inside, you're going to need a signature sort of panel. So you're going to need a piece of white that is 5.25 inches wide by 2.75 inch wide. So I'm going to go ahead and cut into my turtle paper, and since I'm cutting just like a small piece off of the paper, and I want to be able to use like the rest of the paper, I just went ahead and used the ruler at the top, so I could just cut like one little square off of the edge in case I need like that 12-inch width later. So then that's why I'm cutting it a little differently. And it's so cute, I want to use it. Okay, so I'm going to cut out 3 pieces out of white cardstock. So I'm going to do that off camera. And then let's get to stamping. So I'm going to use Real Red, crushed curry, and strawberry slush to stamp. So I'm using a new stamp set called Encircled with Love for the happy birthday wishes. And then I'm going to use the Way to Go using like a 2nd generation stamp of the crushed curry, because I felt the crushed curry was just like a little too dark, but I love how it looks when it's light like that. It's like all sunshiny. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the inside signature panel with the happy birthday sentiment from just like a retired birthday set. I just wanted to tie in the 2 sentiments together. So though that's there. And then for the front, I'm doing a special little thing. I'm going to 2nd generation stamp using the wrong side of a stamp on my smallest little stitch circle. And then I'm going to use the inside of one of the Encircled with Love stamps. It's got like this adorable little heart and little stars around it, but I didn't want the wording to go through. So I'm just using a little wipe and just wiping off the ink off of the words, and then I'm just stamping the heart there in the center. And I love the like texture that the strawberry slush gives using the back of the stamp. It feels different than like if you just cut it out of cardstock. Okay, so let's go ahead and assemble the card. So we're going to take that 8-inch by 5.5-inch card base, and you know how we scored it, so we're going to score or make those folds so that they all fold together to make like a very narrow sort of card with a little step in the front. And I don't know what it is about the Turtley cute papers, but it just makes me want to do pop-up sort of things. So that's why I have the step on this one, as well as the pop-up nature with the last card. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and put that signature panel on the inside and attach the DSP to that front step. And then we're going to attach the piece that's 5 1/4 by 2 3/4 to that middle section so that it creates like the back of the card. And then we're going to fold that extra like step up panel. And what we're going to do, since I was using the two-tone paper, I thought, oh, it might be kind of fun to use the light color, but I just kept it at the true color instead. I just think it works so much better. And I did kind of play around with putting it to one side or the other, but centered is nice because there's just like a lot of geometric patterns. So I'm going to use liquid adhesive to attach the little fake step panel, just because I know that like the card will get some use. And that way I'll know that everything is adhered perfectly. So I'm just putting a little bead of glue along the bottom and along the very top, and then attaching everything together really closely like that. So I did have a little extra glue, so I just sort of wiped that off and then let the card dry. And then we're going to go ahead and attach the rest of the card together. It really is mainly embellishment. So I'm going to take that arch from the arches and our little circles, and we're just going to treat the circles like they're embellishments. So I'm going to cut that second generation so that it looks a little bit like a sun sort of thing. And then I'm going to use dimensionals to pop up that little circle with the heart. And then I'm using the sides to pop up that arches sort of area, just because, you know, I hate to waste them, and so it's the perfect way to use up some foam dimensionals. And the rest of it's just going to be embellishments. I grabbed my Pack Your Bags twine, and I'm going to go ahead and make a little ribbon or a little bow. And I love having the twine on spools so that I can pretty quickly and easily make a multi-bow or a multi-loop bow all together, and it just goes together so quickly. And I'm going to use a glue dot to attach that to the top of the arch, like up on the upper corner. And then I'm using I think they're called pink and gold. What are they really called? Strawberry Slush and Pretty and Pink Gems. And I am almost out of the darker pink because I've been using them on everything. I love them. And then for the colors where the pink wouldn't show through or where it would like interact, I used a couple of the gold ones, the clear gold instead. And that is pretty much it. Well, I hope you enjoyed making this card along with me, or you made it your own. But whatever you do, don't forget to stay crafty.